Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you. What I think this is September no, this is October something. October. I be getting mixed up. This I think it's October the 5th. Yeah, October the 5th, 2022. Okay. You remember earlier I had told y'all about this. In one of my videos, I was talking about co-conspirators Sophia Crawford and David McGuire, and I told y'all that David McGuire, the maggot dog attorney, I always referred to as a maggot, um wasn't been in conflict with me from day one. The reason why he wasn't been in conflict with me because he represented my daughter in criminal court, and then turned around after that and took the case of my ex-wife, which was my wife at the time, Michelle Wall, took the case to represent her against the Wall. So he represented the Wall in criminal court, which was my daughter. Then he turned around and represented Wall against the Wall, which put him clearly in conflict. Now, to show his further conflict, he turned around there and him and Sophia Crawford got in cahoots with one another and decided the judge decided to reopen up a trial and have a second hearing without notifying me of such and script me on my right. This was back in March 27 and 28 of 2019. So you remember I told y'all I'm gonna bring it to the light and bring y'all to the light to it. So I'm gonna let y'all hear this footage on what Sophia Crawford did. And look, I ain't gonna prep you for this. What I am gonna tell you is they ran my words together. The court reporter, that's the reason why, and I complained about to Vicky Daniels about what happened. You know, the court reporter ran my words together, ran everything together like it looked like. You're gonna hear what it looked like. I abruptly got up and went out the courtroom. But you know what? Sophia Crawford had made her ruling. I had said that before Sophia Crawford finished her ruling. And when she made her ruling, when Sophia Crawford, which was the next day, March 28th of 2019, she made her ruling. And when I told her, that was wrong about what she was doing, after, pretty much setting me up, really. So let me just go straight on. I'm going to let y'all hear this raw footage of this video with David McGuire and Sophia Crawford, court reporter. Michelle was there, and when the sheriff was there, and I think another lady was there. And when she made a second ruling, and had a second trial, other words, without me being there, and stripping me of my rights that I had that I didn't even know until I went to court to find out she didn't bring my kids to visit. So I went down to the clerk of court, and then that's when I found out that Sophia Crawford had stripped me up all my rights without me even knowing it. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to the raw footage. So here we go. Never will be. And I put the blood on your hands, whatever happened to my children. You have church, I'm going to get my boys today, give them to them.
So are you saying you don't want any
custody of your life? I said, my boys, get them out. Because you just gave them to her. She can't provide for herself, but she won't provide for my kids, though.
So, sir, is it your request that you not have any visitation or custodial rights to your children? Is that what you're saying?
That you want me to do? Visitation. My custodial right is going to stay. But I don't want them getting when it blows up, when she hurt my kids, the blood is going to go on your hand. And that's it. But as far as visitation, I don't want to have no visitation with one of my kids.
So you don't want them at your
home at all? I don't want to pause this woman in my life. I don't want to see her. And if me not seeing my kids, then I don't want to see my kids because you're ruling for this situation with this crazy maniac woman. It's incorrect.
Is the record on? Okay.
Your ruling is incorrect and you're biased.
Okay, sir. So are you telling me that you do not want to have the arrangement that I just put in place?
No, I'm not telling you anything. Letting y'all hear this raw because this is how it went after. I'm gonna let it finish and then I'll come in.
So note that the father has left the courtroom, has disrupted court, has indicated that he wants the sheriff's department to come pick up his kids right now. Appears to be unstable, and based on that, I'm going to just change it to sole custody to the mother. He can have the home. He can have sole legal and primary legal everything else remains in place. And if he desires to see the children, he can see them 2 Saturdays per month from 9 to 5. So that every other weekend just goes to every other Saturday. And based on what he said, I don't even know he is going to have the... If he wants the sheriff's department to come get him, I don't feel like it's even safe for them if he's not going to keep him. Does that make sense to everybody? I mean, absolutely. What I just said, do you understand what that means? Okay. Because I can't order him to see them if he's telling the sheriff's department to go pick them up. So we can ask the sheriff's department to actually go pick them up at his request. So we'll take out all the other stuff. Anything else they might can agree with if and when he calms down. And the sooner you draw that one up, the better.
I will do that today, Judge.
So I won't say it's not in the best interest that he have visitation, but based on what he's saying, right now it probably should be limited. Yeah. Do we need to go to that?
Okay.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard that, right? Let me go ahead and start the rest. I ain't want to put all of that. I ain't want to let y'all get all of it. Not right now. So now you heard David McGuire at the end when she said, you need to draw that up as quickly as you can. Say, yes, sir, Your Honor, I'll do that today quickly. I'll go ahead and get that drawn up right now. See, that was a second trial, though, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know. See, when she made her ruling, all that I had said to her, when she come in there and did make her ruling, I told her then, before she made all her ruling, I told her then that she was wrong for what she was doing and that the blood of my children be on her hand. Because I said, when my kids end up hurt because of this woman, the blood of my kids will be on your hand. And that's what I said to Sophia Crawford. All right, she finished her ruling. Joint custody now. She finished her ruling. Me and my daughter sat there through the whole process. She finished her ruling on March 28, 2019. All right. Then I sat there patiently and heard everything that she said. After I hadn't said what I said to her now, because she was like, you don't want to finish hearing my ruling? Because I was gonna walk out the courtroom, really, to tell you the truth about it, because I was through with it, you know. But then she stopped me. She said, oh, you gonna walk out the courtroom before you finish hearing my ruling? So I came back and sat down. I didn't even go out the courtroom. I came back and sat down and finished hearing her ruling and what she said. And after I finished hearing her ruling, me and my daughter got up and left the courtroom. And then she reopened it. After me and my daughter left, then Sophia Crawford and David McGuire, Sophia Crawford went and opened back up the trial and had her second trial without notifying me, without David McGuire notifying me. And you know, you can't have a trial against somebody if they not there. And I wasn't there. So she had a second trial. That was a second trial that she had that day. And took me and stripped me on my rights that I had to find out through the clerk of courts after she done that to me. And David McGuire was in agreement with her. That's why I call him a co-conspirator, because he was in agreement with Sophia Crawford having a second trial without me being notified of such. So you're going to take my rights away, at least let me know that's what you finna do. Or if you're going to reopen a case, at least let me know that's what you finna do. And give me some time to prepare for it. Then do none of that. She that stripped me on my rights, opened up a new trial with her, Michelle, Dave McGuire, the sheriff that was there, and the wicked court reporter that ran my words together. See, that voice that y'all heard and how y'all heard that my conversation was running together, that ain't how it was. That's not how it was. But see, I got the CDs and I got the evidence to prove it. You know what I'm saying? She did that deliberately. She meant like I walked out that courtroom while she was giving an order. And that's a whole lie. I mean, that's a lie from hell. Sophia Crawford did that cross jump to me that day. Yes, she did. Stripped my rights without me even being there. After she done gave her ruling. Now, this was after she done gave her ruling. Her whole ruling, she did this after she gave her ruling. Joint custody. And then she turned around, after me and my daughter left that courtroom, then she turned around and said, nah, forget all the rest. We're going to do it like this. He don't need to see his kid. No, she did that jump because of what I said to her. And I don't apologize for saying that to her. And I still mean it to this day. The blood of my children is on her hands because of the grimy, biased, prejudiced junk she did to me in that courtroom. After knowing that that was the second assault charge against Michelle for assault. I mean, she was under look, when Sophia Crawford took my kid from me, she knew about the video about Michelle assaulting me out there in the DSS parking lot. She knew that Michelle was under 18-month probation by a previous assault on me. So she knew it all. She knew it. She knew that Michelle was keeping my daughter away from me, even along with the sheriff department, y'all. They kept my daughter from me. Michelle was in jail. When I finally got the warrant on her, and I went to get my daughter, found where my daughter was, and sheriff department up in the Gullis, because Gullis was running it, you know, they threatened to lock me up because I told them to go get my daughter, that the mother didn't have no rights to my daughter in jail. The same thing they told me when I was in jail. So good for the goose, good for the gander. So they threatened to lock. Y'all go back and look at some of my videos and listen at what the sheriff department was saying to me on the phone. And then look at what they did to me when I actually went out there where my child was. They threatened to lock me up rather than go get my child. See, that's why I call the Gullis a prejudiced racist. He's racist because he had his officers to defend and keep my daughter away from me. And Michelle was locked up in jail at the time. And let me say this, y'all. Said that Michelle wrote some kind of letter, DSS, and them that give stranger custody over my child while she was in jail. How can you do it? I'm not dead, and I'm the daddy. You know, how you gonna do that? You know, how is DSS gonna even accept something like that, and how the sheriff department gonna uphold it? And that's my child. I'm not dead. You can't write nothing to give nobody no rights over my child. You know what I'm saying? I'm the first parent. Man, that's what happened to me. Y'all go back and look at some of my videos. I told y'all I'm gonna bring some of these videos back. And I ain't posted this video back on YouTube yet. But it's coming. I'm gonna post this video and let y'all hear the whole entirety of this video, what Sophia Crawford done to me. And I went up there and I got, look with them CDs. And I got them CDs to prove it. I got the CD to prove it. I got the evidence and everything after Sophia Crawford did it. Look, y'all, let me show you something. You see these CDs? How many is it? One. It got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 CDs that was altered. The court reporter altered those CDs and ran my y'all just listen at it. Ran my conversation together. Like I was, all that I said it at that time and then walked out the courtroom. That's how they make this, they sought the scene to make it seem like that's what happened. But Sophia Crawford and David McGuire know that ain't what happened. They know what happened. And that sheriff that was in there that day too know what happened. Exactly. So, and y'all can already tell that her ruling was already over with. Because she said, oh, I'm going to just change it. I'm going to just change it. Yeah, she changed it. You made her change to something without notifying me. And without the opposing attorney notifying me. So she went up there and made a change to something without me even knowing anything about it. That's when she stripped me of my rights to my children. Talking about every other Saturday, 9 to 5. Yeah, that's right. I told her, you know, and at some point of that trial in that case, yeah, I told her I didn't want to deal with Michelle. Why I want to deal and see my kid when that woman done assaulted me twice. Assaulted me twice and was under probation for the first assault. And she got clear evidence that that woman assaulted me. Why would I want to get anywhere around that woman anymore after that? Why would I? For her to assault me again, like the district attorney that's dropped the charges again, that's a punch in the face, ain't it? They're just like, you know, y'all, let me put it this way. That's just like when somebody hurt you or shoot you or you live and they drop the charge against the perpetrator. They're just like knocking you. They might have just shot you themselves because you know what? They didn't uphold the law to prosecute the guilty, the perpetrator, but then they prosecuted me, the victim. See, that's what they did. That's what Reese Sonny did to me, prosecuted me by throwing those charges out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get back to those charges. Let me give y'all a whole scoop about those charges. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you my charges too, y'all, because I want y'all to get the whole picture. Her charge was assault on me. The charge the bogus, fictitious charge was on me. Let me tell you, misdemeanor larceny, which means that when she assaulted me, they saying something that I stole from her, and then the other one was prohibiting her from 911 emergency services. Those were the two that was on me. Now tell me where in that video did y'all ever see me restraining her from calling 911. When she done fell on my kid, jumped all over my kid, you see anywhere in that video that I restrained her, I interfered with her an emergency call. And then you also look in that video and you see, did I steal anything? So that's the bogus charges that they dismissed against me. Well, they were going to do that anyway, because they weren't going to take that no jury trial. You know, at what they did to me, they weren't going to take that no jury trial. Sure enough, won't. That was going to be dismissed or found not guilty in court. It didn't make me no different. You think I wanted them to drop the charges? I want them right now to bring the charges back. Bring them back against me and Michelle. Because they know they had nothing on me. But see, they weighed it out and thinking and had me go in that courtroom 4 years and then behind my back dismiss that case against Michelle when they know they had the evidence to prove that she was guilty. That's what they did. So they're just like Sonny himself come and punch me right in the stomach with a jackhammer. That's exactly what that means. And Gullich too. Both of them, they're like they punch me right in the stomach over my own children. That I'm the better parent and the loving parent for my children. So yeah. And not to mind y'all now, listen. I told you now, Sophia script me on my rights after 2 years. I done had my children in my home now. After 2 years now, tell me what the judge did to take a child to a parent. You know, Michelle done went stayed in a motel. She in multiple homes. Now you tell me what judge is gonna take children away from a parent got stable home. My home 20-some years, honey, same home. Now you tell me what judge gonna take a stable kid, all my kids born in my home. Tell me what judge gonna take uproot a child out of their stable home, loving home, financial stable home, and put them in an unstable home, in an unfinancial home. Tell me what judge do that. I tell you what Judge Sophia Crawford did that junk to me. She did that garbage to me. And anyway, like I said, I told y'all come back with that video because, see, I go back through my video and see, and I keep history of every single thing that happened to me. And you know what? And I want the authority to look into this case against Sophia Crawford and David McGuire. And I want both of them to be locked up and arrested for what they did to me. Exactly, because they deliberately did it. David McGuire deliberately did the junk that he did to me, and he was in co-conspirator with Sophia Crawford and taking my rights away from me without notifying me. Hey, that's all I'm going to say right now, and I get back with y'all. Thank you.